Hello and welcome to Giant Views. My name is Sonia Begeman. I'm the editorial director here at Seed World Group. And joining me today is Matt Fenske. He is the president of the Western Seed Association. Now, before we talk about this exciting event you guys have coming up, why don't you give us an overview of what the Western Seed Association does and who they are?
Yeah, so the Western is made up of lots of different companies throughout the seed business. There are several hundred really that are members of this from not only the United States, but also Canada and really throughout the world. Um, we really exist mostly to be a host for a single meeting each year in Kansas City, where you end up with several hundred participants.
Well, you led right into my next question. This meeting is going to be November 1st through 4th. And you mentioned in Kansas City. What should people expect if they're coming to that meeting?
Well, people should expect lots of networking opportunities. I think people that have gone to the Western meeting in Kansas City before are excited to be back this year after taking last year off. And there's just lots of opportunities to learn, to network, and just spend time with other people throughout the industry.
Absolutely. Now, you're the president of this association, so obviously you're passionate about it, but you've been a member for some time too. For you, what has being a member of this association meant for you and for your business?
It's really meant a lot to me personally and really to our business, probably in pretty much the same way. As a new person in the business years and years ago, it's sort of a rite of passage to be able to go to the Western meeting in Kansas City and really meet and learn from people that have been in the business a long time. And I can think of people that were there 15, 20 years ago when I first went that are retired now. And we do see some new faces coming in, which is always good to keep our industry young. But to connect with those people is really the biggest thing, I think. And I think anyone you asked as a member would say the same thing.
Now, you're not only the president of the Western Seed Association, you do have a day job. So tell me a little bit about what you do full time.
Yeah, I'm the CEO here at Millborn Seeds. We're headquartered in Brookings, South Dakota, and with a satellite location in the western part of the state out in the Black Hills. So we're a wholesaler and retailer of really all kinds of different seeds, from forages and cover crops to conservation and reclamation species, sort of everything in between.
Absolutely. Well, with that many different crops, I can understand why networking would be very valuable because lots of different crops, lots of different expertise needed for sure. I am curious. So, you're the CEO of your organization, you're the president of an association. For anyone who you talk to who's younger in this industry, so the person that you were 15 years ago, what's kind of the advice that you give them as they enter this industry? How can they be successful? How can they take advantage of opportunities in a way similar to what you have?
Yeah, I think, and I don't think this is exclusive to the seed industry at all. I think it's probably for anybody entering any career. As a young person, really do as much observing as you possibly can, and don't be afraid to dig in and go the extra mile. I think as generations change and the world changes, I think those of you that are willing to kind of step out, step up and step out are going to be noticed even more than they were in the past.
And I'm curious too. So, when we look at the future of the seed industry, what are you most excited about for, seed or agriculture in general?
Oh, it's very exciting times from our standpoint as we look at this whole sustainability push that you're seeing really globally. And however you want to define sustainability, there's many different definitions, but this whole thing is going to really drive different land uses. And I think those of us that are involved in more of these specialty seeds are going to really have a bright future in front of us because there's going to be a lot more of this material needed and used.
Well, thank you so much, Matt, for sharing with us about a little bit of your background and a little bit more about the Western Seed Association. Again, that'll be November 1st through 4th. And it sounds like there's some great networking opportunities. There'll be some speakers. I know there's a turf showcase and things like that to look forward to as well. So November 1st through 4th in Kansas City. And thank you all so much for watching this episode of Giant Views. My name is Sonia Begman, editorial director for Seed World Group, signing off.